Let's turn though to a story that may have a happy ending after all. Remember last night we carried a story about two infants who have been found in a Kashmiri hospital. These were left to die in a Srinagar hospital by their parents because they seem to have a serious heart problem. Today, their story has tugged at the heart of millions of Indians. After India Today took up their plight, offers of help have poured in from across India. The two children are battling with serious neural and congenital problems, but they now have a glimmer of hope. Today, a heartwarming India Today impact.
Born to different parents, these two innocent souls were left to die by those who are supposed to nurture them. And after India Today highlighted the plight of two infants, the help continues to pour in. The infants' cry for help resonating across the country. Jammu and Kashmir High Court taking cognizance of their predicament, asking the state government to take necessary steps.
We appeal to the parents of the children, those who have abandoned them, that if they come forward, we will take care of the children not only right now, but from the operative, post-operative part as well under the Rashtra Bal Swasthya Karyakram. That is the children's program where the children health, school health program is concerned.
Glimmer of hope continues to grow for unclaimed infants. A woman from Pune has come forward to adopt one of the two babies.
A baby needs a home. So I wanted to adopt a baby, and the baby also needs a home. So I think that will help more. And financially I'm stable enough to support the baby. So the baby not only gets the financial support, but the baby gets the home and a parental love also.
And one of India's leading NGOs has offered medical assistance for both the babies.
What I feel is that, we have better medical facility in Delhi. There are very good hospitals. There are various charity partners of Uday Foundation, various big hospitals of Delhi. Even they are very interested in taking care of the children.
There has been an overwhelming response from people, not just from the state, but calls coming in, inquiries coming in from outside the state as well. Here at this hospital, the administration tells us that now the government has also decided that if at all there will be somebody who wants to take care of these children, become their custodians, the healthcare part perhaps would be taken care of in this hospital itself.
The babies who were deserted now could soon have a new home after India Today's campaign. But the major question about what our system has to offer to such children still remains unanswered. With Shuja ul Haq in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me now, Rahul Verma, founder of Uday Foundation, a foundation which incidentally in terms of disclosure I support, and one which has agreed to financially help these children is joining me. Also Shuja ul Haq is with Bashir Syed, the legal expert in adoption cases. First, I want to come to you, Rahul. Are you going to be willing to fully support financially the entire health care of these two children? Are you in a position to do that?
Razi, we are a country of 1.2 billion people, and I'm calling you from your name, I'm sorry. We are a country of 1.2 billion people and 1.2 billion heart beat together. So 1.2 billion heart when we are beating together, and we can save, it's not too hard, we can save 2 lakhs of heart out like this. We are ready to help them in any way. We have so many hospitals who are already working with our foundation for a so long time. I do not want to name them, but there are so many beautiful facilities.
But
we are doing the same.
Are you in a position? Are you in a position? Are you in a position to provide them complete medical help?
See, Rajiv, let's exactly not only the medical help. Their transportation from Jammu Kashmir to Delhi, we can manage that thing. That we already have an airlines partner with us who are doing the same thing. And since we are working there since floods, so we have already seen so many cases like this.
Right.
But most importantly, sir, we have to understand one basic point over here. If you remember, we had a similar kind of a debate in 2008 when Nikita Mehta went to Bombay High Court when she wanted to, she wanted to abort their fetus. if you can recall the same thing.
Right.
So since 2008 and 2016, nothing has been changed. Why they abandon their children? Because they cannot afford the treatment. And why they can't afford the treatment? Because congenital defects is seen as a curse to the family. You know,
I take your point, Rahul. I take your point. I want to focus today just on these children for a moment. I take your point, and I value the fact that you are ready to bring them to Delhi and ensure that hospitals provide them full treatment. But Shujaul Haq, yesterday on our program, a lady from Pune, Ms. Batliwala, has come forward and says she's ready to adopt them. Now, you are with a legal expert in adoption cases. Have you been able to get in touch with Ms. Batliwala during the day, Shuja, and is it possible for this process, if at all, to be expedited or not?
Well, Rajdeep, we did put that lady in touch with the lawyers, in fact, the expert that was with us yesterday. I'm assuming that both of them are talking to each other. While that is happening, another important factor that, took place in this case is that the High Court took cognizance of it. And at least one part of it is taken care of. The High Court has very clearly, given directions to the state that, no matter what, these two children should be taken care in terms of their medical needs, as long as they want it. So at least that point is taken care of. 2 days back, there was nobody out there to do those things for these two children. But legally, what it means, here in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, if an organization like Rahul's comes forward, we'll have to ask the experts only. I have Bashir Saab with me. He is an expert in adoption cases. Bashir Saab, we have a case here. There are people, organizations out there like Rahul's organization is one, Uday Foundation, and they are wanting to help. How can this be facilitated? How is it possible with the with the legal tangles attached to it? How is it possible?
See, Shuja, today, which is a really very important development, court took cognizance of the issue. Now, well, appreciation for India today, as they have highlighted it, and then when the court is seized of the matter as of now. So the paramount consideration for the court is now the welfare of these children. So unless and until court satisfies that, well, their upbringing, their education, their health, till then court directly the state to take care of these children. And it's the now duty of the state to take, if they need some medical treatment outside the state, it's a duty of the state till court lays some guidelines or any such legislation is by the law or any act passed with regard to these such matters where there are abandoned children. As of now, there is no really such law which occupies the field with regard to abandoned children. So, as I have dealt with so many normal there, as yesterday I was watching your program, a lady said that there was a CJM, Chief Judicial Magistrate, we used to file applications before the Chief Judicial Magistrate if there was an abandoned child in any hospital or in any mosque or whatsoever, and then
okay, Bashir Saab, one final thing. So it means that if someone like Rahul's organization has to come forward, they have to go to the court, and the court will have to decide if they are able to satisfy the court, then only they will get the custody, right?
That's it. See, then what is important, if custody is given to somebody, then monitoring is important. Okay. Court will definitely see to it that they will monitor everything. So it will be practically difficult. So there are organizations in the state itself also who wants to adopt the children. Yeah. There are other organizations in the state itself.
Basically, it's up to the court. Yeah. So Rajdeep, now that the matter is in the High Court, if an organization has to come forward, they have to ideally go and file an application in the High Court, and then the High Court will trigger this process from there on.
Okay, well, the first challenge, of course, is to get the kids back into full health and to ensure that their health needs are taken care of, and then, of course, the question of adoption. Either way, it's a story we will continue to track. Rahul, we hope that you will continue to also keep an eye on this story, as indeed will those who want to help these children and help in adoption, which is, of course, a critical factor in their long-term child care. It's a story which has struck a chord, and it's the kind of story that we hope will eventually have a happy ending. Shujaul Haq, Rahul Verma, I appreciate your joining us at this moment.
Talking about Team India and T20.
To do for your preparation. So I think there has to be a good balance between everything. So I think awareness counts big time in big tournaments. So does.
पैसे वाले बाबू मेरा बजट बना दो, पैसे वाले बाबू मेरा बजट बना दो, बजट बना दो, बजट बना दो, पैसे वाले मेरा बजट